Also, national referee. The second referee is Erlindo Eusebio, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 2, team captain, Eliza Valdez. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 1, Kyle Negrito. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 6, Pangs Panaga. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 7, Michelle Gumabao. Middle blocker from Ateneo, number 14, Bea De Leon. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 23, Gemma Galanza. Starting number from FEU, number 11, Kyla Atienza. Head coach for CREAMLINE is Sherwin Meneses. And now the starters for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, team captain, Rem Palma. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 2, Janelle Chang. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Isa Maizo Pontillas. Outside spiker from the University of Hawaii, number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Middle blocker from UST, number 12, Casey Caldones. Outside spiker from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Abete. Starting libero from UST, number 22, Baby Love Barbon. And the head coach for PETRO GAZZ is Koji Tsusurabara. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is CREAMLINE versus PETRO GAZZ. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Tots Carlos, after scoring a conference best 38 points, not in the starting lineup. Pangs Panaga coming off a double-digit performance, 11 points for the Cool Smashers. One of the starters for CREAMLINE today as we take a look at the lineup of the Angels. Van Sickle, a 19-point performance. The only player in double digits in that 3-set win against the Solar Spikers.
Medyo malayo din yung difference in terms of production ni Brooke Van Sickle compared to the other teammates in that game. Yung sumunod sa kanya was already Jonas Abete with 9 points. So they really relied heavily on Brooke Van Sickle in that game against Capital One. And as for the Cool Smashers, Bea De Leon will be starting as their middle blocker alongside Michelle Gumabao. Tots Carlos will be coming off the bench.
And I'm looking around this sold-out Coliseum, and I can't tell if there are more Cool Smasher fans or Angels fans. There are equal amount of cheers coming from all corners of the venue as Sabete gets us going in the opening set. Not a good first pass coming from De Jesus as Valdez starts off the Cool Smashers with a point.
No blocker in sight for Eliza Valdez. That is a good start for the Cool Smashers.
Eliza Valdez, only 5 points in each and every match of the last 3 games, the Cool Smashers.
She's looking to surpass that production in today's game against PETRO GAZZ.
Palma blocked by Valdez. The team captain's going at it at the net, but Palma gets the point. Rem Palma, 7 points, 3 of those were blocks in that win against Solar Spikers. 1-all. Galanza coming off a 14-point performance. Valdez, back-to-back points.
That's 2 for 2 for Eliza Valdez. 2 of the points of the Cool Smashers have come from Eliza. That might be a new game plan for the Cool Smashers to really give more sets to the left pin.
Michelle Gumabao, a starter today after coming off the bench in all 5 sets of that win against the HD Spikers. Let's check in with Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Eric and Neil, in the PVL, we all know that this is one of the legendary rivalries. It's CREAMLINE versus PETRO GAZZ. But you know, the only one who found out a few days ago is Brooke Van Sickle. She was actually shocked that it was only her who was feeling a bit nervous coming up against the champion team. And she told me that her teammates are used to this, but she said that more than jitters, she would say her feelings are more of butterflies, as she's excited to go head-to-head with CREAMLINE. In times like this, she's motivated by her mom's reminder that you're just as great as your last game and that she's a good attacker that can attack from any angle. I'm sure the fans are also excited for these two champion teams to go head-to-head, so make sure to download and subscribe the Pilipinas Live app where you can watch PVL games anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to the game.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Van Sickle with her first point of the game. I want to find out the difference between butterflies and jitters.
When it comes to jitters, it's really about nerves. Butterflies, medyo may halong excitement na.
Okay.
Parang halos parehas lang.
Liza Valdez getting a roar of satisfaction from the crowd as she serves with the Cool Smashers up by 2.
Liza Valdez is a 3-time MVP here in the PVL. Aside from Tots Carlos and Brooke Van Sickle, maganda rin yung magiging laban ni Gemma Galanza, Liza Valdez, and Jonah Sabete.
Meantime,
there are a lot of individual matchups to look out for here in this game. And for Brooke Van Sickle, I guess this will be the first time na may expose siya sa ganitong type of environment in Philippine volleyball. So that can be extra motivation for Brooke.
very intense atmosphere inside the Sports Coliseum as Maiza Puntillas touches the net.
3-point for the Cool Smashers. So far, so good.
Bea De Leon now serving. (5-3). De Leon, 3 points. In that 5-set win against the HD Spikers. Puntillas bounces it off the block and will score.
He gets the point right back off that right pin. PETRO GAZZ needs to display a balanced effort when it comes to the scoring, because CREAMLINE is a really strong team. I mean, they've been the standard for the longest of times here in the PVL.
Nice block. Remy Palma, her first and definitely not the last.
That will be the first skill block for Remy Palma.
We mentioned
of the house.
She had 3 in their last game. 2-point run for the Angels. Galdones will serve it outside.
PETRO GAZZ also needs to be careful about those unforced errors. Yung 2 games na natalo nila was because of their unforced errors. A service error against Choco Mucho and an attack error against the Cherry Tigo crossovers.
What's your assessment, Neil, as Kyle Negrito serves? Very short assessment so far of what Coach Rito Zurabara has done as the Cool Smashers get a monster block as well.
At the start of the conference, we saw a lot of shuffling pagdating sa starting lineup, and even yung 14-man playing pool ni Coach Koji. But based dun sa mga kwento ng mga players in training, he's very technical. He always has his research. May mga papel pa nga siyang dala, and he really points out yung ginagawa ng makakalaban nila.
And so far, the record speaks for itself as Sabete will score her first point of the game. Angels are 5-2 in the standings. They're looking for their second straight win. Their losses have come from, top 5 teams. So you wouldn't say understandable, but it's against high competition. What a dig for Ella De Jesus. Negrito out to Galanza. And Gemma from San Pedro Laguna will get her first point of the game. 8-6, Cool Smashers up by 2. First technical timeout opening set. Arena Plus, Astixa Sports. Final game of your triple header here in the city of Santa Rosa. A few of the not in the lineup Cool Smashers. There is the Angels sports director, Oliver Almadro, former head coach, who is wearing many hats this 2024. Galanza double-double in the last game, 30 digs along with 14 points. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Valdez, yes!
Point number 3 for Eliza Valdez.
Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
Eliza Valdez just took advantage of the block reach of Janelle Cheng. Remy Palma was also a bit late to close out that gap.
3 points now for Eliza Valdez. 1-2 play for Janelle Cheng. Kept alive. And the hit goes outside.
So Gumabo will get on the board for the Cool Smashers.
Gumabo matching her 3-point output in the win against the HD Spikers. She already has 3 very early in the opening set. An early timeout here for Coach Tuzura Parang. We will listen in to the Angels.
Okay, you get inside. It's okay. Oh, on the timing, block timing. Talking.
The postseason of the association is almost here. Watch the 2024 NBA playoffs starting April 20th only on NBA TV Philippines. One Sports and Pilipinas Live. Hashtag everyone's game. Hashtag NBA on Signal.
Coach Koji was pointing out the timing of the block of the PETRO GAZZ Angels. The attackers of CREAMLINE have been tooling the blockers of the Angels. So kailangan talaga mabasa nila ng maayos yung sets ni Kyle Negrito.
Negrito with a dig. Cool Smashers on a 5-point run, making a 6-point run already.
Good balance distribution on the side of CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Kyle Negrito has been going to Eliza Valdez, but in the past few sets, binibigay din niya kay Michelle Gumabo. And for sure later on, she will find it in her to actually activate the middles in Panaga and BDL.
Another inadvertent 1-2 play for Janelle Cheng. Another point. Eliza Valdez off to a really hot start.
4 points already for Eliza Valdez. You mentioned that in the past, she has consistently scored 5 points lang. At hindi talaga tayo sanay na ganun lang yung output ng isang Eliza Valdez. But mukhang in this game, gustong ibalik ni Kyle Negrito yung confidence kay Eliza Valdez from the left side.
First ball has been an issue for the Angels in the past few plays. And of course, Smashers just abusing their mistakes.
CREAMLINE is just all over the place right now. They're attacking from all sides of the court. Pinapagod talaga ni Kyle Negrito si Remy Palma. Pinapahabol from left to right.
8-1 run for Galanza and the Cool Smashers. Cheng to Sabete. Negrito pops it up. Atienza will set it to Valdez. And she scores again. 5 points now for Eliza Valdez.
High efficiency attacking for Eliza Valdez in the opening set. That's why they have an 8-point lead.
5 points and we're not even at the second technical timeout yet. Coach Zuramara has seen enough. Will try to kickstart his offense with a new setter. The veteran G. Syed is in the game for the first time. Syed was not in the lineup in the win against the Solar Spikers. So first game back for Syed after putting up 7 points against the crossovers. An ace for Galanza.
From attacking to serving, CREAMLINE really came prepared today against PETRO GAZZ.
Terrific start here for the Cool Smashers. And you'd think they'd be a little tired coming off an extended 5-setter against the HD Spikers. They're looking fresh, they're looking spry and very energetic here in the opening set. Another point off the block as Kumaba with 6 already. And it's a 10-point lead for the Cool Smashers, sending us to our second technical timeout opening set. Get 7-day premium access to the NBA, PBA, UAAP, PVL, and other leagues' exclusive shows when you download Pilipinas Live. Register now for free. Cool Smashers on an 11-1 run, and they have not committed an error so far in the opening set. Oh.
Now Bangs Panaga will get a kill block against Brooke Van Sickle.
Panaga had 3 blocks in the game against the HD Spikers. First point for Panaga. The Cool Smashers, they average about 20 errors per game. So far, they are perfect here in the opening set.
Now is the time to actually get these kinds of performances. Kailangan tumataas yung level nila. Lalo na't palapit na yung Final Four. They still need at least 2 or 3 wins to get a sure seat in the semifinals. So if they win against PETRO GAZZ, that would be a big boost for the Cool Smashers. And then for the Angels, ayaw nilang mag-slide to 3 losses because they will be dependent on the games pa nung ibang teams na maglalaro.
Second and final timeout for Coach Koji Tsurabara. We'll listen in. PETRO GAZZ owners on your screens, and no smiles on the faces. They are on the business end of this 13-1 run by the Cool Smashers, and by the sound that's ringing inside the Sports Coliseum, I guess it's safe to say a lot more CREAMLINE fans than PETRO GAZZ.
When you take a look at the team ranking pagdating sa attacking, napakataas nung rank ng PETRO GAZZ Angels. But for them to be able to utilize their offense, they need to be able to pass first. And yun yung ginagawang weapon ng CREAMLINE ngayon. They're taking PETRO GAZZ out of system. So, ang daming free balls na napupunta sa Cool Smashers.
Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. What's the cause of the misreceptions, Neil, so far?
It's really the heavy serves of the Cool Smashers. They're intentional in targeting certain individuals on the side of PETRO GAZZ. They're targeting Brooke Van Sickle, they're targeting Jonas Abete para kahit papano madelay nila yung approach on the wings.
Finally, the first point of the Angels as you look at Tox Carlos coming off a 38-point performance. You can't even imagine. That's a set and a half already.
I even thought that she would reach 40 points. Nabitin kami ng dalawa.
Let's see if the Angels can use that free point for a run here.
Yes, that will be a double contact violation called on Kyle Negrito.
There you go, a 2-point run.
Upon the release of the ball, it was a wild type of a spin.
For Sherwin Meneses. Cool Smashers 6-1. Won another last 2 games. After that defeat against the crossovers, Sabete stops the run of a service fault. Myla Pablo on your screens. The only points in the last 5 minutes for the Angels have come from errors on the Cool Smashers, Neil.
Almost everybody on the side of the Creamline nakakuha na ng mga points.
Brooke Van Sickle, dug by Panaga. Negrito to Galanza, back row. Saet will set it up. They go back to Van Sickle. One-handed dig for Galanza. Valdez underhand pass. Chance ball here. Good pass. Let's see what they can do. Van Sickle again. Blocked by Gumabaw. Saet back to Brooke. Oh, Brooke Van Sickle finally delivers an attack point for the Angels.
Try until you succeed. Creamline is building their defense against the wing spikers of the PETRO GAZZ Angels. So for Brooke Van Sickle and Jonas Abete, they have to choose their angles right. They have to look at their advantage every time they go up for that attack.
Atet Espina out of DLSU in the game for the first time, along with Bea De Leon on the other side. Espina, 3 points off the bench in all sets in the last game against Solar Spikers. What a slow start here for the Angels.
Tough serve of that substitution for Coach Koji. They've been committing a lot of unforced errors. Parang nagkakapaan pa yung PETRO GAZZ here in the first set. So they need to regroup so that pagpasok natin ng second set, iba yung mindset nila.
That's Carlos in the game off the bench. Combination play. Carlos pops it up. Saet goes to Brooke. Yes, Brooke Van Sickle with back-to-back points.
She currently has 4 points. Palma has 2. And Pontillas has 1 alongside Sabete.
Very low-scoring affair for Chisa and the Angels. Meantime, 6 for Gumabaw, 5 for Valdez, and 3 each for Panaga and Gemma. Oh, another double contact violation against Kyle Negrito. She's coming off a 35 excellent set performance against the HD Spikers.
They're just 4 points away from bagging the first set. So kahit pa paano may allowance for errors. This is still a 10-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
38-year-old Chisait with the serve. Nice push, and Valdez eclipsing her output in the last 3 games. She now has 6.
Look at the adjustment on the side of Eliza Valdez. Medyo sumobra yung set, but she was able to push that to that donut ball sa depensa ng PETRO GAZZ Angels.
Nice serve, and an overpass. De Leon trying to dump it. Saet. Van Sickle from a different angle. Same result.
Brooke Van Sickle starting to heat up here in the first set. 5 points already.
Van Sickle, 19 points. 3 aces, 7 digs in the last game. 6 games, she scored in double digits. The only single-digit game was against Strong Group Athletics in their very first game of the All-Filipino Conference. Saet, the back set. Pontillas, two-handed push. Negrito picks it up. De Jesus will set it to Galanza. Top angle. Easy pickup for Sabete. Pontillas against Valdez will knock it in.
Maiza Pontillas again from the opposite side of the court. The veteran will always come up with her own point.
Second point for Pontillas. 24-year-old Brooke Van Sickle, who's coming off a stint in Cyprus. Very low set. Gorgeous delivery from Negrito to De Leon.
The quick set for BDL. Yan yung type ng set na gusto ni Bea. Corner pocket open on the side of the PETRO GAZZ Angels.
Bea De Leon, 2-time UAAP champion. Van Sickle with a good pass. Saet barely moved, but the set. What happened there, Neil?
Unforced errors piling up for PETRO GAZZ. That set was way beyond the antenna. So even Aiza Pontillas couldn't save that ball.
11 set points against Pontillas. And the rest of the Angels. Good pass by Barbon. Sabete off speed. What a dig for Tots Carlos. Galanza. Barbon picking it up. Saet. Great defense by Baby Love. Barbon and Sabete will knock in her second point of the game.
Petro Gazz needs to find that confidence here in the first set bago tayo pumunta sa second set. And pag ganito nakalayo yung lamang yung mga coaches, sinasabi, let's just take it one point at a time. Let's collect ourselves. Let's get our flow back.
One set point saved. Make that 2 set points saved by the Angels. The second one off an error coming from Galanza. Casey Galdones out of UST. Galanza pounds it. Kept alive by Sabete. Jonah blocked, and it's over. A huge lead, Neil, by the Cool Smashers in the opening set. Bannered by Lumabao's 6 points was what really put the Angels in a terrible situation.
The Angels were expecting Tots Carlos in the starting lineup. So mukha rin nagulat sila when Coach Sherwin decided to field in Michelle Gumabao. But we know that Michelle has always performed every time na natatawag yung name niya.
Cool Smashers win by 10 against the Angels opening set. (25-15) Cool Smashers with a spectacular start against the Angels.
Set number 1 really went the way of the Creamline Cool Smashers. They started out with Eliza Valdez attacking from the left side, and talagang in-engage siya ni Kyle Negrito, pati si Michelle Gumabao. That's why they were able to produce 6 points. And when Gemma Galanza started serving hard, nahirapan na rin talaga yung Petro Gazz to set up their own offense. And Brooke Van Sickle was one of the targets. Jonas Abete was also one of the targets ng services nila. So the Petro Gazz Angels have to settle down. I know that there's that crowd advantage dun sa Creamline, pero you have to focus on your game. They were attacking at a 32% efficiency compared to the 58% of the Cool Smashers. And itong Creamline, sabi nga natin, bumaba yung unforced errors na output nila, na nasanay tayo na sila yung laging madaming errors. They also set up a block party in set number 1 as they registered 4 kill blocks against the attackers of Petro Gazz.
And that 10-point win does not begin to tell the story of how dominant the Cool Smashers were. They led by as many as 13 points in the opening set. And there was a 5-minute stretch where Angels could not buy a point, but they start off first here with a kill block against Valdez, who has 6 points already.
PETRO GAZZ can't afford to start off with the wrong foot kasi yung CREAMLINE, when they get to establish a certain amount of lead, nagdidire-diretso talaga sila until the finish line. So they need to keep it close.
Is it just receptions that need to be sorted out for the Angels here in set number 2?
That is the biggest factor for me in set number 1 kasi ang dami talagang shank passes. Tapos nadagdagan pa ng mga unforced errors dun sa service line. So nagdugtong-dugtong na yun for PETRO GAZZ. But now, they're starting off with a 2-point run against the Cool Smashers. I already told you this off-air, yung set number 1, hindi yan yung magdedetermine talaga ng match because we are expecting a long one between these teams. So, yung PETRO GAZZ, I'm sure, meron din yung mga countermeasures after that first set.
I'm sure Cool Smashers fans who are listening will beg to disagree. There's a push. It's on the line. That stops the 2-point run of the Angels.
Kyle Negrito is starting to activate the middle. Magiging problema yun on the side of the PETRO GAZZ Angels because a while ago they also had timing problems. And when you get the middles involved, mas nakakalito yun kasi tatlo na yung babantayan mo sa harapan.
And right now, for the Cool Smashers, 3 players with more than 5 points each as Maizo Puntillas picks up her 3rd point of the game.
You'll notice dun sa attack formation ng PETRO GAZZ, they don't have a lot of combination plays sa ngayon, but they're really banking on the efficiency na tinuturo ni Coach Koji. Kahit na basic lang siya na open, 4, and then simple quick attack. When you hit efficiently, you will score the point.
That's right. Nothing fancy so far for the Angels. Here in set number 2, it's worked out so far. They're holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Michelle Gumabao, one of 2 players with 6 points. Panaga with 5. Very efficient start for some of the key players of Coach Meneses. Palma with a tip. Negrito with a tough set. And Galanza probably mistimed it. That's sent it courtside to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Neil and Eric, when you've achieved a career high of 38 points and have won 3 MVP awards and have also earned champion after champion awards, what else is it that you want to achieve? Well, Tots Carlos has an answer to that. Tots said that beyond personal milestones and team victories, what truly matters is making a lasting impact on the sport and inspiring the next generation of athletes. She added that other than that, she just really wants to keep on contributing all the best and all that she can to the team. Well, right now, it's not just Tots doing all the work for the Cool Smashers as they were able to dominate right away in that opening set. Will they continue this energy all throughout? Well, you can watch via the Pilipinas Live app that is available for Filipinos everywhere. Now back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Lexi. 2-point run right now after that hit from the back row by Van Sickle.
Now you can see PETRO GAZZ challenging the receivers of CREAMLINE. That's why they have a 4-point lead here in the second.
And to show you how important this matchup is, an early timeout for Coach Meneses. We'll listen in.
Counter yan, pwede yan. Mag-macro, okay. Kasi naka-establish pa yan eh. Ha? O isang magandang play lang. Tingin mo lang sa receive.
Yes po, yes po.
Import. Si Sabete lumabas na. Si Sabete lang, ano. Okay?
Yes.
One stop muna tayo.
Okay,
Let's go.
Go!
One-on-one, heart-to-heart conversations with Mark Pingris and Gilas legends tackling their life stories on and off court. Puso to Puso exclusive on Pilipinas Live. Download and register now for free. Maizo Valdez with 6. Gumaba with 6, but they have not scored here in the second set, along with Galanza. Also scoreless in the second set. She has 3, but all were in the opening set. Meantime, 4 attack points already for the Angels here in the second set. Only 1 attack point for the Cool Smashers, and that was from Panaga. Chance ball for the Angels. Sabete pounds it in, and off the block, she will score her 4th point.
That will give the PETRO GAZZ Angels a 5-point lead. This time, they're the ones actually using the hands of the blockers to their advantage. Kanina yun yung ginawa ng mga wing hitters ng CREAMLINE sa blockers ng PETRO GAZZ. Nabaliktad na ngayon. PETRO GAZZ is serving hard and they're attacking better.
4-0 run for the Angels. What a dig for Tempiatura. A push. Sabete dives for it. Cheng, underhand pass. Van Sickle is blocked by De Leon. Battle at the net. Won by Palma. And it's gone.
Scrappy defense being shown by the PETRO GAZZ Angels as they enter the first technical timeout with a 6-point lead.
Arena Plus, Astix Sports, after losing by 10 in the opening set, the Angels have really turned it around and showing everybody inside the Santa Rosa Coliseum that first set loss was a fluke. And right now they lead by 6 points. Coach Shirley Menez has only one timeout remaining. Take a look at the more than 5,700 attendees, spectators, fans, call it what you want, watching the third and final game of our triple header. And everybody else watching on One Sports and Pilipinas Live, thanks for being with us. A spectacular marquee matchup between two contenders in the All-Filipino Conference of the PVL. Valdez turned away, that is outside.
Combination play in the middle works for the Cool Smashers. That's their go-to combination play, not just for Eliza Valdez, but also for Tots Carlos and Gemma Galanza.
That ends the 4-point run of the Angels, and that's the first point of Eliza Valdez in set number 2. She has 7. Top scoring for the Cool Smashers, but her first service fault right there. The Cool Smashers can't get it going. One step forward, one step back. Coach Menezes on your screens. Aiza Puntillas starting to pick up her offense. Already with 3 points, all from attacks. Sabete also with 2 points in the second set. Tempiatura has been defending so well in the back row. Off speed for Van Sickle. Eliza Valdez back row. Easy pickup for Puntillas. Sabete will answer from the back row. Dug by Valdez. And a quick attack by De Leon to put it away.
It has been a battle between the type attacks of PETRO GAZZ and CREAMLINE, but ultimately it was that quick of De Leon that did the job for the Cool Smashers.
Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. She is fired up. Well, she's always fired up. De Leon always wears her heart on her sleeve. De Leon with 2 points. Good pass. Palma. And it's gone.
Rem Palma getting a good rebound off her attack.
Palma already with 4 points. 2 in the first, 2 in the second.
Keeper was not in position for the Cool Smashers.
There's a little bit of swag. We see. She told us about that during the media day.
Pag kailangan lang daw.
Do you think they need it today?
They really need more confidence. So kung maidadaan yun via the swag of Rem Palma, might as well showcase that here. There's a center line fault called on Brooke Van Sickle.
Showing good sportsmanship. Apologizes to Panaga. I believe they made contact right here.
Don't want any injury.
Yeah. So a side-out game in the last 4 points between these two teams, but the Angels up by 5. Galdones. It's on the line.
Great pass coming from Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Kanina hindi masyadong nabibigyan yung mga middle blockers ng Petro Gazz kasi nga lagi silang out of system. But now, with a stable pass from the backcourt, Cheng is now able to engage her middles.
That's the first point. And that is why it's just the first point of Galdones. Tempiatura again with great defense. Sabete to Negrito. De Jesus will set it. Too close to the net, and Calanza is rejected.
This is turning out to be a mirror image of set number 1. In all of the scoring categories, Petro Gazz ang nakakaabante. Blocking has been there. The digging has been present as well. We credit Jelly Tempiatura for anchoring the defense of Petro Gazz.
That's true. Gumabaw off the block. And Flores with a hit. Van Sickle with 8 points. 2 of them blocks. I hope we reach the point where Neil hits it. So Gumabaw with 7, along with Valdez's 7. Barbon pops it up. Good save. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Gumabaw with an open net.
Van Sickle and Galdones were squaring up for the block against Pangs Panaga, but they forgot na. Meron pang Michelle Gumabaw dun sa right side for Creamline.
Back-to-back points for Michelle Gumabaw. She has 8, and Coach Tuzurabara will burn his first timeout. We'll listen in.
Defense, okay, you can defense. More, outside, aggressive, too close. Don't leave on just set down. Okay. Here. Wait here. So after move, like catch. Inside. Okay. Casey. Good. One.
Petro Gazz fans with the Angel Wings inside the Sports Coliseum of the Santa Rosa City Sports Complex. Do they look like angel wings to you, Neil?
Yep.
Or butterfly wings?
Petro Gazz fans, hanggang sa general admission, punong-puno tayo. SRO na tayo here.
2-point run for the Cool Smashers. And Brooke Van Sickle delivers the killing blow. 9 points now for Brooke.
From the reception to the hit. Isa talaga siya sa mga difference maker pagdating sa Petro Gazz.
Out of the University of Hawaii, Brooke Van Sickle serves it outside. That's going to be her first service fault. Van Sickle heard about PVL from former players Kalei Mao and Lindsay Vander Weide.
But there will be a challenge on the side of Petro Gazz. They're asking for a ball-in, ball-out challenge dun sa serve ni Brooke Van Sickle.
Coach Tuzurabara does not want to stop the momentum, the run of the Angels. This is wishful thinking. That's way outside. First challenge of the match, and it's unsuccessful. Only one challenge remaining for Coach Koji Tuzurabara. Eight serving 13. Cool Smashers playing catch-up. And they return the favor off a service fault by Panaga.
Both teams committing their fair share of errors on that service line. Siguro sa kagustuhan nilang lakasan talaga yung mga serves nila. Medyo hindi natatansya yung power.
Well, it paid off for the Cool Smashers in the opening set. Now, right now, it's backfiring. Galdones is outside as well. So 3 straight service faults. 2 for Angels, 1 for the Cool Smashers.
Carlos will now check in alongside second setter Mafe Galanza.
Mafe Galanza Coming off the bench in the third set against the HD Spikers. Also, obviously, from San Pedro, younger sister of Gemma. 9 serving 14. Second set. Cool Smashers up 1-0, winning by 10 in the opening set. Van Sickle with a great pass. But a tough set there by Cheng. She was very happy that Pontillas made something out of it.
Pasalamat si Janelle Cheng. He was all the way on the left side of the court, so talagang kailangan niya gamitan ng power yung reverse set. Yun nga lang, it was really near the antenna.
Pontillas, a left-hander, able to send it in with a right. As Myla Pablo checking in for the first time. Pablo, 4 points off the bench in that win against the Solar Spikers. Tots Carlos blocked by Sabete. Sabete with a monster block. That's going to be her first. And that sends us to our second technical timeout. It's a 7-point lead for the Angels against the Cool Smashers. Back inside the fully packed Sports Coliseum inside the Santa Rosa City Sports Complex. And 6,000. So we reached 6,000 in a 5,700 capacity Coliseum. Standing room only. And that's been the case since halfway through the first game, where the Chargers winning against the High Risers. Sabete. What a save, but not good enough for a second touch from Sabete.
Ball already hit the antenna of that first pass from Chisaet. And in the past, nakita natin pag pinapasok si Myla Pablo, nilalagay siya sa opposite side of the court. But we know, ang natural position talaga niya is outside hitter. So mas comfortable siya from the left pin. Kaya ito siguro yung naging adjustments ni Coach Koji. Every time na magkasabay sila ni Jonah Sabete, si Jonah yung nasa right side of the court. She continues to deliver.
Pays off 6 points for Sabete, 4 coming in set number 2. Sabete looking to bounce back after a subpar performance. And for her, 9 points is subpar because she usually scores above 12 at least. Her biggest scoring output was 29. And that's going to be her first ace of the game.
Lead has now ballooned to 8 points.
Biggest lead for the Angels in the match.
Excellent serve from Jonah Sabete. Yun yung mga mahirap kunin eh. Yung patay na bola. Walang spin na float serve. Bigla kasi yung bumabagsak eh.
But a good receive there. That time by Valdez. And last touch by Said. Run ends for the Angels side out Cool Smashers. Tots Carlos with their first point.
Starting to activate Tots Carlos here in the second set.
Bea de Leon already with 3 points. 2 coming in the second set. Palma. Chance ball from Bafe Galanza. Baby Love Barbon passing. Pablo. What a save there coming from Palma. Sabete back row. Bea de Leon pops it up. Mafe Galanza chases it down. Back to her sister Gemma, who's rejected.
Another kill block for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. This time against Gemma Galanza.
4 blocks so far for the Angels in set number 2. Only 1 for the Cool Smashers. Pablo with her first point of the game. Back to the biggest lead of the Angels. Team captain Rem Palma serving. Nice serve. Tots Carlos.
Such a delicate point of attack. You can just see the control. The soft touch in Tots Carlos. Look at that. Beautiful drop ball behind the blockers of PETRO GAZZ.
That move brought to you by Honda Motorcycle. 2 points for Tots Carlos. All scored in the second set. Tots Carlos will sit down. Michelle Gumabao is back in the game. Gumabao with a team high 8 points. Van Sickle scores a team high 10. She is the first player in double digits.
That's what she brings to the table. What a sharp cross from Brooke Van Sickle. That's it for the double sub of Coach Koji.
And Coach Sherwin Jimenez is thinking, how do we stop that? 20 serving 12. Janelle Cheng only played 1 set against the Solar Spikers. Gemma. Yes.
That will be the 4th point of Gemma Galanza. She has been quiet pagdating sa offense, but when it comes to the defense, sa likod, siya talaga yung nagmamando rin doon alongside the libero, Kyle Atienza.
She's a great defender. 30 digs, 11 receptions, 14 points against the HD Spikers. That's how good she is defensively. But Brooke Van Sickle on the pass, put it away. First touch, 11 points for Van Sickle.
4 points away from equalizing. The gift for Brooke Van Sickle. She hit that dun sa kamay ni Michelle Gumabao.
Brooke's mom, Lisa, is a Filipina. Nice tip coming from Gumabao. 1-2 play. Contillas dug by Atienza. Gumabao. Great defense at the net by the Angels. They get a free ball out of it. Contillas. Atienza pops it up. Gumabao. Overpassed by Cheng. Valdez. Brooke Van Sickle. Angels playing great floor defense. Sabete off the block. Got it.
Jonas Sabete, aside from power, she's just utilizing the speed in her wrist action. Kaya pag tumama sa kamay ng blocker, ang bilis nung balik sa backboard ng CREAMLINE.
Sabete with 8. Scoring 6 in the second set. Timeout, Sherwin Meneses of the Cool Smashers. We didn't get much from timeout, but that's the last one for Coach Sherwin Meneses. And the Angels giving the Cool Smashers a dose of their own medicine after only allowing them 15 points in the opening set. The Angels keeping the Cool Smashers at just 13 late in set number 2.
Kung anong ginawa ng CREAMLINE nung first set, yun yung ginagawa ng PETRO GAZZ in this second set. They're just 3 points away.
Van Sickle, 5 in the opening set, 6 here in the second set, 11 in total, and she gets an ace! Yes, well, she's done everything. She's blocked, she's attacked, and she's served an ace so far in the match.
Liza Valdez was really her target. She wanted to go for a short ball. And the tip of the net was on her side.
10-point lead, the biggest for the Angels here in set number 2. Gumabao, yes!
Started with a perfect pass from Liza Valdez. She's up to the challenge. Alam niya na siya yung kina-target. And Kyle Negrito goes to Michelle Gumabao on the right side.
Already with
9 points already for Michelle Gumabao. She is the current leading scorer for the Cool Smashers. So kahit wala si Tots Carlos, meron pa rin Michelle Gumabaw na nagpo-perform.
And Coach Koji Tsurabara calls his first time out.
Jonah!
Let's go! Suka mo ng bakoy para
Using Lama!
over hand. Maybe.
Make sure. Cover! Don't do that! Wait here!
Okay, coach.
Okay! Now! You are what? You have a leg good set!
Let's go! Hey! Petro Gazz! Angel! Asahan niyo lang si Chengi! One good later!
I'm looking out there and I'm trying to figure out how they fit 300 plus more into a 5,700 capacity venue and squeezed in 6'4".
Wow.
Well, thanks to everybody who came down. And the players are rewarding the fans with a spectacular matchup in the third game of our triple header. Pontillas. And no reply after the timeout by Coach Koji as the Cool Smashers get a point.
Good response from the white shirts. Organized double block there from Bea De Leon and Liza Valdez.
De Leon will be credited with her second monster block of the game. Assistant Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan and the coaching staff of Koji Tsurabara. There's a challenge.
For Petro Gazz.
So no more challenges remaining for Coach Tsurabara. Cool Smashers still with 2. Bernadette Ponce in the game for the first time today. And a side out. Angels, Van Sickle now with 13.
Bullet from that pipe attack from Brooke. That's actually one of the advantages of the Petro Gazz Angels na kahit loose ball or out of system, merong Brooke Van Sickle sa likod na kayang lakasan pa din yung palo niya kahit awkward na yung set.
Meantime, Matete Espina, the service specialist, served it into the net in the first set. Let's see if she can deliver the winning point here for the Angels. And if she does, it's going to be a 10-point win this time for the Angels against the Cool Smashers. Nope. Set point save by the Cool Smashers. Gumabaw now in double digits with 10.
Only player in double digits right now for the Cool Smashers. And for the Petro Gazz Angels, it's only Brooke Van Sickle with 13.
For Gumabaw, this is her second game with 10 points. The first one was against the High Risers. Sabete. Another set point saved by the Cool Smashers.
Another block for CREAMLINE. No coverage on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Di ganun kabilis yung balik nung bola from that block. Everybody was just staring at that ball drop.
All 3 monster blocks by the Cool Smashers. By the way, here in set number 2, coming from Bea De Leon. But I think Valdez is joining the block party. She got the invite. And she delivers right here. Valdez now with 8 points. 3 set points saved by the Cool Smashers. And finally, Jonas Sabete says, enough is enough. 9 points.
That was the pass that they were looking for. Kanina nahihirapan si Janelle Cheng to choose a point of attack kasi she was chasing after the first balls of the Petro Gazz Angels. But Brooke Van Sickle really stepped up in set number 2.
Yep. 8 over 13 points coming in the second to lead the Angels to a second set win and tie this match at 1 set apiece. Cool Smashers led from start to finish in the opening set. The Angels as well in the second set en route to a second set win. As you look at highlights in set number 2, we're tied at 1 set apiece.
CREAMLINE tried to come back in the latter part of set number 2 by establishing their blocking pattern against the attackers of the Angels. But ultimately, yung complete game plan ng Angels, it was on full display in set number 2. The hard serves, the heavy attacks from the left side to the right side, they were on top of that department. 16-10. 4 blocks apiece for both of our teams. PETRO GAZZ also registered 2 aces. And pagdating naman sa efficiency, CREAMLINE in set number 1, they had a 58% conversion rate. Pero nagkaroon ng dip, 30% na lang nung second set. And for PETRO GAZZ, they increased their efficiency from 32 to 43%. While also collecting 13 excellent digs. So we have to credit Tempiatura and Barbon for their steady defense in the backcourt.
Well, it's been a game of adjustments. And now it's the Cool Smashers' turn. As Cheng starts us off in set number 3 with an ace. Eliza Valdez letting it go. Janelle Cheng, second point of the game. First ace. 7 excellent sets for Cheng. Overpass, easy dump, but kept alive by Valdez. Chance ball for the Angels. Tempiatura passes. Quick attack. Galdones. Panaga keeping it alive. Second straight chance ball for the Angels. Tip. Right now, Cool Smashers, all they can do is keep digging. There's Tots Carlos finally with the first hit of set number 3. Van Sickle answers right back with a down-the-line kill.
Such a tight angle for Brooke Van Sickle. Nandun na si Tots Carlos, but she was still able to avoid the hands of the blockers of CREAMLINE.
14 points now for Brooke Van Sickle.
Backable court sense from Brooke.
2-point run to start set number 3. And there's a stop. Tots Carlos picking up just her 3rd point of the game.
After 2 sets, finally, nasa starting lineup na si Tots Carlos. They need their MVP in that starting unit.
Calanza with 4 points. Van Sickle with the pass, gets it back. Brooke, bang!
15 points already for Brooke Van Sickle. For sure, masusurpass niya yung 19-point output niya. Might just actually set her personal best kung ganyan yung rate ng attacks ni Brooke.
So far, her highest scoring game was against the crossovers with 27. Great pass by Valdez. Tots Carlos looking for back-to-back points. Galdones with the up. That's off the left hand. Sapete sends it to the antenna as we send it to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Neil and Eric, you mentioned that the PETRO GAZZ Angels have been more consistent and they've been playing well in terms of their defensive skills. And even though she's sharing their playing time with Vilaf Barbon, I want to highlight how Jelly Tempiatura has been doing well, and her game is on fire. She shared with me that the reason why she's consistently playing well is because of the quality training that she had yesterday. Hindi man sila sinagad ni Coach Koji sa training. They made sure that they are more strategic and more productive. She believes that there is no perfect formula to having a good game, but she's a firm believer that good training translates to good performance. So we'll watch more of these dedicated players on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can watch PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Lexi. 9 digs in the last game for Tempiatura. That was against the Solar Spikers. Meanwhile, Barbon, 9 receptions against the Solar Spikers. Today, they probably have that much or maybe more. Overpass.
Overpass.
But it's going to end up in a chance ball here for the Cool Smashers. Negrito underhand set. But somehow they can't take advantage, Neil, and are on the business end of that rally.
It was an easy ball papunta sa side ng CREAMLINE, but they weren't able to set up their counter-attack.
So Galdones will serve. Both teams reacting poorly in that sequence. Angels up by 1. Negrito out to De Leon. Galdones will set it to Pontillas. And Pontillas will score her 5th point of the game.
After a slow start from PETRO GAZZ in set number 1, they have found their groove here in the 2nd and 3rd. They're up by 2. Aiza Pontillas just playing it smart against Bea De Leon and Eliza Valdez. Kasi kanina, ang daming nakuhang kill blocks ni Bea and Eliza. So they're working their way around the net defense.
Sabete. That's popped up by Galanza. Tots Carlos, 2nd attempt. Blocked by Sabete. Negrito to the middle. De Leon is blocked by Palma. De Leon will try again. Pancake save by Cheng. Sabete. Wait a minute. There's a net touch going to be called against Tots Carlos.
De Leon thought that it was already dead on the side of the Cool Smashers. Yup, there was a net violation.
So 3-point lead, the biggest for the Angels here in the 3rd set. 23-year-old Casey Caldones with a serve. Negrito to Valdez. Blocked. Rem Palma. 6 points. That's going to be her third block of the game, matching her blocking output in the game against the Solar Spikers.
The Angels are on a roll. They're continuing to add on to their output dun sa blocking department.
Carlos. Yes.
That's how to do it. Perfect reverse set. Tots Carlos.
Fourth point for Tots. She has 2 in the third. And also 2 in the second. Great pass by Barbon. Sabete. It's outside. And Sabete says, let's challenge it. Somebody touched it. Nobody from the Cool Smashers admitting it.
Yep, there will be a challenge. It will be a... Is it a ball in, ball out challenge? Yes, it's a ball in, ball out challenge. It's not going to be a block touch challenge.
We're tied at 1 set each. Team Captain Remy Palma being very vocal. So ball in, ball out challenge. That was a quick one because it's not even close.
That's way out for Jonas Sabete. So I actually thought it was going to be a block touch challenge because based on our point of view, lumabas talaga yung bola.
5 serving 7. Van Sickle with a pass. Cheng to Sabete. And she makes up for the error with a point off the block. Now Sabete in double digits with 10. Sending us to our first technical timeout. Angels up by 3 against Cool Smashers here in the third. Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. 3-point lead for the Angels. Here in the third set, there are the Angels fans. Feels like they're outnumbered with the way the CREAMLINE fans keep chanting, let's go. CREAMLINE, of course.
Well, they're still on top, talking about the PETRO GAZZ Angels, so they have to keep their focus.
Valdez.
Can continue to perform at a high level.
Tots Carlos. Here comes Galanza, back row. Portillas. Sabete. Diving dig for Atienza. Valdez. Great defense, both teams. Sabete again. Bounces it off the block and scores her second straight point. Now with 11.
I just want to clarify that sequence. Yung first touch ni Remy Palma, it was a block touch. So the second one was their first contact of the ball. So that was a good sequence from PETRO GAZZ.
Portillas with a short serve, sending it to Carlos. 1-2 play, easy read by Tempiatura. Van Sickle, back row. Carlos popping it up. They send it out to Valdez. Tempiatura once again with a dig. Palma is turned away. Palma keeps it alive. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Negrito, 1-2 play, got it.
She's been trying to score off that dump ball. Wasn't successful the first time. This time she gets enough elevation to give a harder dump on the side of PETRO GAZZ.
First point for Negrito in the match, matching her output in the 5-set win against the HD Spikers. Valdez with 8. Palma running attack off the block. She scores. No, apparently it landed in, so she was rejected. And side out here for Valdez and the Cool Smashers. Early timeout for Coach Koji Tsuzuramara. We'll listen in.
Don't stop! Don't stop! Serve reception 70%, 45%. Go with the break!
Akin, tara. Sa akin yan. Bakaya ko, isa.
Jack, hold the break! I go!
Guys,
Numbers based talaga, very technical for Coach Koji. Keeps on pointing out yung percentage. And yun yung efficiency na kailangan ng PETRO GAZZ. Service reception, they had problems with that aspect in set number 1. They found a solution in set number 2. And ito, humahabol na yung CREAMLINE. So it was just really a reminder that we have to get back on the board by getting a perfect pass. At nakuha nila yun of Brooke Van Sickle as Jonas Sabete converts off the left pin.
Sabete now with 12, stopping the 2-point run of the Cool Smashers. Sabete now with her 6th game in double digits. 6 out of the 7 games she's played. Negrito, Bea de Leon, down by Pontillas. Fox Carlos popping it up. Galanza against a single block, no problem for Janelle Cheng. First block for Janelle Cheng, 3rd point for her after not scoring and playing only 1 set against the Solar Spikers. What an output today for Cheng.
Tataas yung kumpiyansa ni Janelle Cheng because she has been the target of the outside hitters of not just CREAMLINE but also the other opponents. And now they continue to attack the reception pattern of the Cool Smashers. Jonas Sabete targeting zone 1.
That's her 2nd ace. 13 points now for Sabete. Three to nothing run is the answer of the Angels after getting a side out against the Cool Smashers. But Galanza with a side out.
Great recovery on the side of Gemma Galanza after getting blocked by Janelle Cheng. This time, iniba niya yung diskarte niya, tinarget niya yung kamay ni Remy Palma.
Galanza with 6.
CREAMLINE is still playing the catch-up game here in set number 3.
Bea de Leon with her best game as a Cool Smasher. She has 5 points. Nice block. Cool Smashers giving the Angels a taste of their own medicine.
Kyle Negrito read that well. Wala nang space si Brooke Van Sickle to go down the line.
Negrito, point number 2. Cheng. Brooke Van Sickle. Yes! 16 points now for Van Sickle.
Just 3 points away from tying her output in their game against Capital One. She's not the tallest of outside hitters, by the way, but when she leaps and when she delivers that power, talagang mangingibabaw si Brooke.
5'9", Brooke Van Sickle. Negrito to Galanza, who's about 5'7". Van Sickle. This time, turned away by Bangs Panaga. Panaga with 7 points, and that's going to be Panaga's 4th block of the game.
That's going to be the second consecutive block of Creamline against Brooke Van Sickle. A while ago, Brooke tried to go down the line. She got blocked by Kyle Negrito. This time around, she tried to target the cross, but Pangs Panaga was also there.
Sabete passes Van Sickle. Popped up by Atienza. Negrito goes all the way to Galanza on the other side. Sabete with a great dig. Van Sickle. Galanza with a pass. Negrito out to Tots Carlos. Turned away. Tots Carlos rejected.
Both teams are exchanging kill blocks here in the third set. And ito pa yung mga best options nila. Brooke Van Sickle on one side, Tots Carlos on the other.
17 points for Brooke Van Sickle. 3 blocks today. Probably her best blocking game for Brooke Van Sickle in the All-Filipino Conference. Van Sickle had it, but then Pietura got the second touch and sent it out of control.
Hindi nakita ni Jelly Pietura that Brooke Van Sickle was about to set that second ball up. Pero pumapasok yung importance of communication, lalo na pag mabilisan yung balik ng bola.
Cheng to Van Sickle. Outside. Only the second attack error for Van Sickle in the game. Such an efficient offensive player.
But look now, Creamline is just 2 points away from tying things up in the third frame.
Last time Cool Smashers were at this point, Angels answered with a 3-point run. Pantillas off the block. So that's it. Just as close as 2, says the Angels, and no further.
Still wasn't the best of receives from the Angels, but being the veteran that she is, Aiza Pantillas really pushed that hit para makapunto sila to get that break point. Back to a 3-point lead for PETRO GAZZ.
Negrito back to Carlos. Van Sickle keeping it alive. Sabete had to rush it. And double contact as well going to be called against the Cheng.
You don't see that often with Cheng in the center's position.
Coach Koji Tizurabara must be one of the coaches with the most gadgets. He has the headset, he has the tablet.
And kahit pag tinignan nyo yung assistant coaches ng PETRO GAZZ, lahat yan nagsistance din. That's how they study their opponents. That's another unforced error for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. It will give Creamline their 14th point, just down by 1 against the Angels.
Panaga with 7. And gets an ace. Pangs Panaga now with 8. Second ace of the game for Panaga, and we're tied at 15.
So far, kung sino yung hindi nakakapasa ng maayos, yun yung nakakakuha ng shorter end of the stick. We saw that in set number 1, set number 2, and it has been a seesaw service reception game for PETRO GAZZ and Creamline here in the third.
Sabete. Galanza sets it up for Valdez. Single lady blocked by Galdones, but kept alive. The push, nowhere to go. Valdez was shut out.
Set was too close to the net for Eliza Valdez.
PETRO GAZZ will be back on top. 16-15, second technical timeout. Arena Plus, astig sa sports. And look at the crowd inside a sports coliseum in the Santa Rosa City Sports Complex. Gorgeous venue. Now over 6,400 spectators checking out the third and final game of our triple header. Angels looking for back-to-back wins, trying to snap the two-game winning streak of the Cool Smashers. There is Galdones with a service fault, and the game is tied at 16.
We know that the third set is always crucial when we're tied one set apiece. This is really not the time to actually commit service errors. Not just for PETRO GAZZ, but also for the Cool Smashers.
Cool Smashers have never led here in set number 3. Actually, their last lead was in set number 1. And there it is, the first lead of the Cool Smashers since set number 1 on a missed opportunity by Palma with the ball right in the middle of the court. Timeout for Coach Koji Tsuzorabara. They're down by 1, set number 3.
You are mark. Everyone mark. How to hit. It's okay. You are inside. 3-2. It's okay. More relax. Relax. Hey, PETRO GAZZ. There you go.
So, what do you think, Coach Tsuzorabara said to the Angels that you lose their lead for the first time since the second set?
It is obvious na nahihirapan sila to deliver that ball to that setter's zone. And they've committed a lot of shank passes in the last few sequences, but that will be a good pass from Brooke Van Sickle. And yun lang talaga yung iniintay nila. Jonas Abete is in the front row. She can easily convert from their own combination plays. Pero yun nga kailangan bigyan ng magandang pasa para yung blockers ng Creamline may hirapan din hulaan kung saan pupunta si Janelle Cheng.
Sabete now with 14 points, her third best scoring game for the Angels in the All-Filipino Conference. Myla Pablo is in the game for the second time today. Pablo so far has not scored. De Leon answers and will put Cool Smashers back on top.
More than anything else, it's really going to be a battle between the service reception of both of these teams. Reception efficiency will definitely dictate the rest of this ball game.
De Leon now with 7. Valdez serving. Good pass. Sabete, yes.
Jonas Abete is keeping it simple. Always goes for that instant one-stop for PETRO GAZZ. Now, Brooke Van Sickle will move to the front line. Daming options ngayon ng PETRO GAZZ. They have Myla Pablo in the right wing. And they also have Remy Palma for those quick attacks.
Sabete with 2 aces already. Negrito to Galanza. Kept alive by Pablo. Atienza passes Negrito to Tots Carlos. Back row into the net.
Just too low for Tots Carlos. Lead will swing back to the PETRO GAZZ Angels.
Tots Carlos after a 38-point game. So far only 5 points. And Coach Meneses will call a timeout. Cool Smashers down by 1.
Dito ka manggagaling, bibig quits. Okay, go. Dos. Pag meron si dos. Pag wala kumpiyansa sa open, ha?
Sisigawan ng B for sure single block. Magkukumit pa.
Pagkalanganin, pasok lang, mag-block tayo. Okay? Isa lang yan, isa lang yan, isa lang yan.
Go, go, go! All in, Creamline!
Pwedeng ulit yan.
Compared to lopsided wins in the first and second sets, Cool Smashers getting the first, Angels getting the second. It is anybody's set here in the third. Only a 1-point lead for the Angels. Both teams have been swapping leads in the last 5 minutes.
The last time PETRO GAZZ won against the Cool Smashers with an all-Filipino lineup was in the 2018 edition of our Open Conference of the PVL. It was a 5-setter, so medyo matagal na din.
Nasa Ateneo ka pa yata nun.
So PETRO GAZZ will try to get one against the Cool Smashers here in Santa Rosa City, but that error will give CREAMLINE their 19th point. It's going to be a net violation called on Myla Pablo.
Bea De Leon, 7 points already. Her biggest scoring game as a member of CREAMLINE. Van Sickle. Oh, yes! Van Sickle nails that one in. 18 points now for Van Sickle.
Easy point for Brooke Van Sickle. Pax Panaga wasn't able to catch up dun sa block ng CREAMLINE. Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Caldones will sit down. We're seeing Joy Dacoron for the first time today. Dacoron was not in the lineup against the Solar Spikers and didn't score prior to that in their game against the Crossovers. Over service there coming from Remy Palma. Some errors here for the Angels and they lose the lead. We're tied at 20.
Mga tayo natin yung mga swing ng lead nang gagaling sa unforced errors ng PETRO GAZZ.
A net touch, a service fault, but a good pass there from Van Sickle. Gets it back. Brooke is rejected. That set too close to the net. This one much better. And different result. Brooke Van Sickle, 19 points, matching her output against the Solar Spikers. That's 19 points, 3 blocks, 1 ace for Brooke Van Sickle. And here's Janelle Cheng getting ready to serve. Cheng with 3 points, already has an ace. Good pass by Valdez. Galanza from the middle finds the corner pocket for her 7th point of the game.
What a time for Gemma Galanza to come alive here in set number 3. It's going to be a race to 4 for CREAMLINE and PETRO GAZZ.
Galanza 3 over 7 coming here in the 3rd set. Good pass by Puntillas. Van Sickle from the other side pushes. Atienza pops it up. Tots Carlos with a single blocker. And the Cool Smashers on top by 1.
Both setters also doing their job. They're really trying their best na mabigyan ng single block coverage yung best attackers nila.
Carlos with 6. All from attacks. Good serve. What a great pass. And a quick attack. Joy Dacoron, in just a few minutes on the floor, already making her presence felt.
Gutsy move there from Janelle Cheng. Alam natin, galing pa sa bench Joy Dacoron. But first attempt, be converted into a point for the PETRO GAZZ Angels, but there will be a challenge on the side of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. It's a net touch challenge.
But I'm looking at Joy Dacoron. She's signaling the team like so confidently. I didn't touch the net.
That will lead us to another deadlock, this time at 22.
Van Sickle, 19 points. She already has 1 ace. Service ace number 2. Van Sickle now with 20 points. And the Angels on a 2-point run get the lead right back.
We called it, it's about reception efficiency, especially in the tail end of set number 3. Such a deadly serve from Brooke Van Sickle. At talagang sinisiksik niya between Eliza Valdez and Kyla Atienza. It's not an easy thing to do. They continue to target Eliza on the serve.
What a dig for Van Sickle. Sabete. And just like that, it's a 3-point run for the Angels. They have 2 set points. Coach Meneses will use his final timeout. We will listen in.
Tingin sa block kung sino yung nagpa-block. Press attack, pag kung maka-puntos tayo, magka-counter tayo. Focus lang doon. Huwag yung tignan niyo yung score. Banks, pag gumanda yung receive, hingin ang ball. Let's go.
Mine.
Go! Go!
Yes, we can do it. We can do it.
Hey, all in! Greener!
Both teams with no timeouts remaining, but Cool Smashers in a spot of trouble. Down 2 set points against the Angels.
Alam ni Coach Sherwin that they can get that break point. But before they attack the defense of PETRO GAZZ, syempre kailangan muna nilang pumasa ng maayos. They have to deliver that to the possession of Kyle Negrito. And every time kasi nasaktong-sakto yung pasa galing sa backcourt ng Creamline, ang daling malansen ng blockers ng PETRO GAZZ.
Atienza with a good pass. Thoughts Carlos from the middle. Chance to put it away right here for the Angels. Galanza with a dig. Thoughts Carlos again! And a set point save on the 7th point of Thoughts Carlos.
Thoughts Carlos is clutch. She's proven that in the past few games. She's proven that against the Signal HD Spikers. That was a successful reverse sweep. They were down 14-11. Then Thoughts Carlos happened.
Meantime, Bernadette Pons, coming off a 13-point performance, has not scored yet today. Oh! Right on cue! Pons with an ace! Second set point erased. And we're off to an extended set number 3.
Jonas Sabete was already in an awkward position to receive that ball. Yung kamay pa lang niya, nasa likuran niya na. So it's really hard to control that serve.
2-point run for the Cool Smashers. They get a freebie here. Negrito to Thoughts Carlos. Off the block. 4 straight points for the Cool Smashers. They erase a 2-set point disadvantage and now put themselves at set point.
Great substitution on the side of Coach Sherwin Meneses. That was also a risky move. And last minute, magpapalit ng tao on the service line. But Bernadette Pons is one of the better servers of the Cool Smashers.
Pontillas. What a save there by Galanza. Overpass. Dacoron. Galanza again with coverage. Van Sickle. Pontillas. Dacoron with a tip. Look at Galanza with another touch. And Thoughts Carlos with back-to-back points. A come-from-behind win by the Cool Smashers off a 4-point run.
What just happened? Thoughts Carlos with that soft tip. That's the thing. Alam ng PETRO GAZZ na pupunta si Kyle Negrito kay Thoughts Carlos, but they weren't able to set up their defense. They had a lot of chances to put that ball away. They even had a gift from the pass of the Cool Smashers, pero hindi nila nakuha yon. And now they lose the set to the Cool Smashers as Creamline will go up 2-1 against PETRO GAZZ. Set number 4 action when we come back.
come-from-behind win by the Cool Smashers, courtesy of a 4-point run anchored on the offense of Tots Carlos. She has 9.7 coming in set number 3.
PETRO GAZZ had better attack efficiency compared to CREAMLINE in set number 3. They also had more blocks. They tied CREAMLINE in the aces department. Yun nga lang, ang dami nilang errors binigay, especially in that tail end of set number 3. And we've already seen CREAMLINE in worse situations. So we weren't surprised that they were able to come back in set number 3. So if you're PETRO GAZZ, you have to learn your lesson from that set. Na kahit na meron kang 4 or 5 point lead, you really can't stop until you hit that 25-point mark. Because kahit konting allowance lang yung ibigay mo sa CREAMLINE, lalo na pag nasa harapan si Tots Carlos, they will find their way back. And eventually, they can actually snatch the set from you or even the game. And we saw that in set number 3.
How demoralizing is it as you look at the Cool Smashers? Terrific intensity and yung sinasabi nga ng mga coaches na kapit, no? But how demoralizing is it for Palma and the Angels, Neil? I mean, it looked like they were going to go away with a third set win, leading by 2 set points, and they had confidence and momentum going into that next play.
They looked shocked, actually, because they really had a good lead against the Cool Smashers. But then when they were struggling in the reception pattern, dun talaga sila nahirapan to convert. So even if they had a 2-point lead, 24-22, yung mga binibigay nila na bola papunta sa CREAMLINE, it was easier for CREAMLINE to defend. We also have to commend Gemma Galanza in that last rally, yung hinabol niya near the LED board.
And then came back to dig another one in the back row. But how about Bernadette Pons? She earns her spot in the starting lineup here in set number 4.
Nerves of steel, really, for Bernadette Pons. A service ace. Was also the game changer no, set number 3.
Dacoron with her second point. Joy Dacoron could have been a big game changer. She had a really nice hit in the middle, but there were several touches for Joy Dacoron down the stretch in that 24-22 lead of the Angels. She couldn't put it away.
Especially yung regalo of the pass of CREAMLINE.
And speaking of regalo, another one got away from Dacoron and Puntillas. Right now, the Angels look like a deer in the headlights after losing in set number 3, allowing the Cool Smashers to come from behind and erase their 2 set point advantage. Puntillas let it go smartly. That was going outside. Puntillas with 8 points.
Strong hit from Aiza Puntillas.
Great pass by Galanza. Panaga blocked by Palma. Thought make that Pons. Bernadette Pons knocks it in.
Blocking was late again for PETRO GAZZ.
Let's send it courtside to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Eric and Neil, the body language of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers have shown a more confident stance as we close off that third set. But, you know, as we speak of body language, I want to turn it over to a different kind or a different form of language. I spoke with Kyle Negrito earlier today, and we talked about how she's adjusted to the wants and the needs of her spikers as a setter. She figured that the key to achieving better plays is receiving that language of words of affirmation. If you saw in between plays, every time they score a point, she told me na malaking bagay yung marinig na good job or nice set, Kyle, keep it up. As she would put it, malaking factor talaga yung may naniniwala sa'yo. It pushes to do good and do even better. Now, before we head back to this match, download the Pilipinas Live app where you can watch PVL games anytime and anywhere in the world. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you, Lexi. Well, Aiza Puntillas coming alive at the start of set number 4, giving the Angels a 1-point lead. Tots Carlos. Puntillas with a dig. Sabete against 2 blockers. Kept alive by Atienza. Rally continues. Palma sends it outside. But Palma say there's a block touch, so Coach Suzuramara will call a timeout. And nobody from the front line of Cool Smashers admitting to a touch. So we'll go straight ahead to the review.
There will be a green card.
Oh, there is. Somebody admitted. Took a while. But somebody came clean. Was it Galanza?
So we
Oh,
won't
it's
be
Pons.
reviewing the video kasi umamin na nga ang Creamline. Fair play moment there for the Cool Smashers. They are up 2-1 against the PETRO GAZZ Angels. In case you missed it, it was a come from behind victory for the Cool Smashers in set number 3.
Montilla sets it up for Sabete. Block.
Now, Creamline is just building a wall against Jonas Sabete. They know that Jonas Sabete has been the hot hand for PETRO GAZZ.
Could serve. Van Sickle with a great pass. Palma this time connects.
Wide 7-point reduction for Remy Palma. We haven't seen a lot of slide attacks from PETRO GAZZ. Isa din yan sa mga specialty ni Rep Palma. But that big quick play will do for now.
Second best scoring game for Palma, matching her output against the Solar Spikers. Sabete, short pass. Bernadette Pons bounces it off the blockers. Great save by Tempiatura. There's the toss by Sabete. Bea de Leon as the Angels were scrambling. 9 points now for Bea de Leon.
Points are actually scattered on the side of the Cool Smashers. Galanza has 7, Carlos has 9, De Leon has 9, Gumabaw has 10, and Panaga and Valdez also have 8 points apiece. And for the PETRO GAZZ Angels, meron talagang nangingibabaw na dalawa. Jonas Sabete has 16 and Van Sickle has 20 big points.
Quick dump by Negrito, who almost crossed the center line, but the ball landed already, so that doesn't count. Quick little 2-point run but there's going to be a challenge on that crossing the center line for Negrito. The ball seemed like it landed already.
I don't think that challenge will be allowed.
First referee, Bobby Celso.
The ball already hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Bago tumawid si Kyle Negrito. So that will really be a point for the Cool Smashers.
Coach Tuzurabara says, yeah, let's not challenge it anymore. First referee is Bobby Celso. Second referee, Erlindo Eusebio. 2-point run for the Cool Smashers. Pons serving for the lead. Van Sickle. Yes, down the line. Got it, Van Sickle. Now with 21. Just a scoring machine, Brooke Van Sickle. And not a surprise. I mean, she comes from a volleyball family. Both her parents played varsity volleyball in college, and that's how they met. 6 serving 5. Short pass, or low pass. Cheng keeping it alive. Pontillas out to Van Sickle once again. Carlos picking it up. Negrito short on the 1-2 play and double contact.
Mas mataas yung success rate ni Kyle Negrito pag madiin yung dump ball niya compared to that simple over ball.
So a 2-point run for the Angels to take a 2-point lead early in the 4th set. Team captain Remy Palma was the best middle blocker in the first All-Filipino Conference last year. Bea de Leon, what a game for her. She's now in double digits for the first time as a Cool Smasher.
Been delivering the goods also for Creamline, not just on offense, but also in the blocking department. Kanina nung magkatabi sila ni Eliza Valdez, that was the time that they made their counter run against PETRO GAZZ.
Prior to her 10 points today, her best scoring game was 3 points. Pons with the up. Galanza. Block. What a defensive play at the net for the Angels. That sends us to our first technical timeout. 2-point lead for the Angels against the Cool Smashers, set number 4. 1,000 attendees inside the Santa Rosa Coliseum. As Coach Kojito Zorabara on your screens, looking to win set number 4 to extend this match. Otherwise, Bernadette Pons, Tots Carlos, the rest of the Cool Smashers will get their 3rd straight win and go up to 7-1. The position right now held, not mistaken, by Choco Mucho, the only team at 7-1 after the big win earlier today against the Solar Spikers. Janelle Cheng credited with a block that sent us to our first technical timeout. 2 blocks already for Cheng, 4 points in total. What a save by Cheng.
Great dig there.
And a challenge. Net touch challenge. They're saying the Corona, I think, touched the net. And they're very firm about it. Quintillas is clearing something up with Bobby Celso. To the net, but if it's the jersey and like the whole body touched the net, then that's different.
Maganda din yung change natin in that rule because there was a time na sobrang strict talaga when it comes to the net touch violation. So that will give PETRO GAZZ a 4-point lead after that service ace of Janelle Cheng. This time the target, Gemma Gananza.
Janelle Cheng with her best scoring game for the Angels with 5 points. That serve is outside.
Palma and Joy Dacaron. Both have registered a couple of points of these quick attacks. And as for Cool Smashers, meron ding production si Bede Leon and Banks Panaga.
Sait yet to score in the game. Atienza passes. Points again. Knocks it in. Bernadette points. 5 points.
Great crisp action there from Bernadette Pons. Ang maganda rin kay Bernadette Pons, hindi niya hinihintay na ma-set up pa ng PETRO GAZZ yung blockers. Pag nakita niya yung peak nung set, pinapalo niya agad. Kaya ang bilis nung bagsak nung bola sa PETRO GAZZ.
Carlos, great receive by Bon, and that's short.
Just too low for Remy Palma. We're now tied again at 13.
That's Carlos, the All-Filipino Conference 2 Finals MVP, and the tournament MVP in the first All-Filipino Conference. That's into the net, back-to-back errors for the Angels.
Jonas Sabete's focus is just on another level today. We already pointed out that in their last game, ang layo ng difference pagdating sa scoring. 19 for Brook, only 9 for Jonas Sabete. But right now, magkadikit lang sila, 22 and 17 respectively.
Negrito back to Pons. High toss. Brook Van Sickle. Net touch. Bede de Leon.
Another 2-point lead for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. They can't seem to pull away. They get to establish a 2-point lead. Then CREAMLINE will make them counter run. Apat ulit itong PETRO GAZZ. This was the trend in set number 3. So they have to change the narrative here in the 4th if they want to compete with CREAMLINE in the 5th set. Another unforced error for the Angels of the service line.
That's the 6th error in total for Sabete. Meantime, Gumabaw back in the game. She's in double digits with 10 points. That's Carlos getting a rest. Bernadette Pons serving. Almost got an ace. Mafe Galanza to Bede de Leon, now with the 11.
Ate Galanza is also one of those underrated setters, but there's that presence kay Mafe na kontrolado niya lahat ng bagay kahit galing siya sa bench. There's no jitters, no nerves being shown to us by one of the new Cool Smashers. That spike of the sets brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
Pons with the up. Mafe to Gemma. And there's a block by Remy Palma. Palma now in double digits. 10 points, and the Angels back on top by 1, 16-15. Set number 4. Remy Palma with the big block, her 4th of the game, giving her 10 points. And this is the best scoring game for Palma. So a few players really stepping up the game. PVL President Ricky Palus, Sports Vision President, taking in all the action and enjoying the level of indoor volleyball delivered by these two top-notch contenders in the All-Filipino Conference. Angels down 2 sets to 1. They're up by a point here in set number 4.
Michelle Gumabaw is back on the floor for the Cool Smashers.
And so is Myla Pablo for the Angels. Pablo has not been much of a factor. She hasn't scored in the game. Palma along with the 4 blocks. Well, she's looking for her first ace today. Bea De Leon sends it up to Galanza. Van Sickle off speed. Pons passes. Lumabaw. Van Sickle. Her target has been Pons for the last 2 times. There's a block against Gemma Galanza. Joy Tacoron. What a big factor she's been off the bench.
Gemma Galanza has been checked multiple times here in the set. Another kill block for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. That's it for the double sub of Coach Sherwin. Mabilisan lang na double sub because he really needs Tots Carlos back in the offensive pattern of the Cool Smashers.
Angels up by 3 points. The biggest lead was 4. Negrito. Papabuhin si Gemma. She hits the antenna. Gemma Galanza struggling today. Only 7 points. She's coming off a 14-point performance. And Coach Meneses will call a timeout after this attack call.
Basic lang muna natin dito. Bea, hingin ng bola, be quick ba o anong gusto mo? Ha? Okay.
Bawi ako.
Wala nang isipin yung score. Isipin natin makapasa tayo, maka-first attack tayo.
Yes, coach.
Ha? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yun lang.
Energy,
Let's
go!
go!
All in! Creamline!
Happy! Kaya, liwala.
Coach Meneses preventing a pull away here by the Angels. Up by 3 already. Bea De Leon, what a game for her. Best game as a Cool Smasher. In double digits today with 11 points. She is incidentally the top scorer for Creamline. Lamy Palma also having her best game this conference with 10 points. Great serve, overpass.
Great follow-up there from Kayla Atienza.
And finally, a big shot there coming from Gemma Galanza, her 8th point.
Yeah, she has to get her range first because in the past few sequences, parang she wants to power through the defense of PETRO GAZZ, pero she has to remember that she can really work with a lot of angles. So that hit in zone 1 was perfect for Gemma.
2-point game. Good reply by the Cool Smashers after that timeout, getting a side out. Oh, but speaking of side outs, Van Sickle now with 23.
Talking about power, she has it all. Brooke Van Sickle again from the left side. Di siya masyadong umiikot in the middle. Diyan lang siya nakaabang sa left side in case of emergency, but she always delivers.
Janelle Cheng is back in the game along with Pontillas. Cheng 5 points, 2 blocks, 2 aces. Galanza. She has been up and down so far. The blockers of the Angels have her number today.
That's a 4-point lead for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. Same lead that they had in set number 3. The question is, can they take care of it? And can they go all the way until that 25-point mark?
Back to the biggest lead of the Angels here in set number 4 at 3 points. Pontillas now with 10. So 4 players in double digits already for the Angels.
Liza Valdez will replace Gemma Galanza in that outside hitter possession.
Pons has been digging very well from the back row. Valdez through the block.
This is the time that you need Liza Valdez. Experience-wise, and yung pagiging clutch niya that has already been tested by so many teams in the past.
9 points for Valdez. 8 attacks and 1 block. Van Sickle. Atienza, right place, right time for the dig. Valdez again. Cut shot outside.
That will be an error on Liza Valdez. Still a 4-point lead for PETRO GAZZ.
Van Sickle already with 2 aces. Big serve coming up. Angels up by 4. But they're down 2-1. Bad pass. Chance ball coming up for the Angels. And that one is on the line. Montillas now with 11. Biggest lead for the Angels. They're up by 5. And Coach Meneses will burn his final timeout. We'll listen to the Cool Smashers.
Kung walang receive, kanto-kanto na lang. Pero pag may receive, tingin sa block kahit kanino dyan pwede. Ha? Malayo pa yan, malayo pa yan.
Kaya nabulin yan, girls. Kaya nabulin. Tapusin na
Yung
natin.
receive, tiwala sa receive kung paano yung big pass. Let's go.
Let's go.
All in, green line!
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
Well, the Cool Smashers have been in a similar situation, but not as deep a deficit as this late in the set.
It's a difficult situation for CREAMLINE, but they've been here in the past. Set number 3 pa lang, they were able to showcase their grit and persistence against a pesky PETRO GAZZ team. Pero tingnan natin if they can replicate their performance.
This is a deeper hole, though.
Yeah, it's a 5-point lead. And Jonas Abete is in the front row for the Angels.
Better pass. Tots Carlos. Yes. 11. Tots Carlos. All from attacks. Great set by Negrito. Tacoron coming in late for the serve. Substitution. Valdez will sit down in favor of Gemma Galanza, who already has 1 ace. Coach Susurabara, a late timeout here. Maybe trying to freeze Gemma Galanza, the server. We'll listen to the tactics for the next play. Angels.
Next one. Okay. Nakla, give this. This song. Bigyan ka mukha.
Beat-up, come on!
The back, my back. Pati my front man.
Yes.
Ako bala sa
Shoot
likod
it
na.
down, more! Waiting here!
Line.
Oh! Go after move!
Okay.
Beat up, come on!
Yes, coach.
This backs up!
Okay.
One catch!
Okay.
No waste of play!
PETRO GAZZ! Angels!
Colby not taking any chances. That is his attempt to ice the server of the Cool Smashers. Di man naging ganun ka-consistent si Gemma Galanza on the attacking end. She has been there in receiving and digging. That's why this was the substitution for Coach Sherwin Meneses.
Good pass by Barbon. Combination play, and Sabete will prevent Cool Smashers from making a run. Back to a 5-point lead for the Angels. Sabete with 18 points today.
Now is the time that they need to be efficient because in the past, Jonas Abete, pag mahabang games, there's that tendency to cramp up.
Great block by Sabete. Carlos will try again, and blocked again. Sabete has the number of Tots Carlos, 19 points for Jonah. And it's a very solid 6-set-point advantage for the Angels.
He has done it all for PETRO GAZZ. Hindi man siya yung top scorer, but when you take a look at the statistical categories in blocking, attacking, and serving, she's all there.
2 blocks, 2 aces. Service fault by Joy Dacoron, but it's a comfortable 5-set-point advantage here as Bea De Leon comes back in. There's a challenge.
Match, even in the past, madalas na mag 5 sets talaga yung PETRO GAZZ. And Cream
I like it. Panaga with the serve. Still 5 set points for the Angels. And that's it. And they took the wrong route, but they got there anyway.
They learned from their mistakes in set number 3. They pulled away here in set number 4. They covered all bases, but in the end, Aiza Pontillas got that winning shot in set number 4 by a down-the-line kill.
Pontillas with 12 points, and we're tied at 2-7 apiece. 5th set coming up right after these. .35-minute 4th set. And it ended up with the Angels winning, only wasting 1 set point to finish off the Cool Smashers and tie this game at 2 sets each.
The PETRO GAZZ Angels again displayed spectacular net defense against Gemma Galanza, against the other hitters of the Cool Smashers, and they will now force CREAMLINE to another 5-setter. For CREAMLINE, they've been here before, so alam naman nila kung ano yung gagawin nila. But for both teams, yung service, yung receive, yan yung dalawang aspect na titingnan natin in this decider. Whoever will commit more errors, whoever will receive better, yan yung mga aspects na magdidictate talaga ng resulta natin today. PETRO GAZZ still in the lead in attacks and in blocks and in serving. So statistically, ito yung best set na nilaro nila against the Cool Smashers. Now it's going to be a race to 15. May the best team win.
For the Angels, they have 4 players in double digits, led by Van Sickle with 23. Sabete with 19, 12 for Pontillas, and for Palma. Cool Smashers, 2 players, make that 3 players in double digits. And they're led by the 11 of Carlos and De Leon. Bumaba with 10, but Valdez and Panaga with 9 each. The defending champions, 2nd, 5th setter. And this All-Filipino Conference, Tots Carlos coming off a 38-point performance. Van Sickle and the Angels. This is going to be their 3rd 5-setter. They have not won a 5-setter in the All-Filipino Conference. Meanwhile, that 5-setter of the Cool Smashers was their last game. That was against the HD Spikers, and they won the 5th set, 16-14. All right. The crowd inside the venue earning their money's worth here, every cent of it. Negrito. Tots Carlos pounding it in for the first point of set number 5.
CREAMLINE starting out strong by giving that set their best scorer in Tots Carlos. Kahit si Tots for sure at this point, gusto niya rin talaga makakuha ng bulk of the sets. Now is the time to go to her a lot.
12 points, Tots Carlos. She is the top scorer right now for the Cool Smashers. Van Sickle, overpassed by Valdez. Brooke again. That trickles in. Negrito, there's a net touch going to be called against Panaga. Let's send it courtside to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Eric O'Neill, as you go into the 5th set, it's all about getting down to business for PETRO GAZZ. Coach Koji wants the girls to continue the good thing that they're doing, stay consistent on smoother passes, play smarter sets, and go for more aggressive attacks. But as for CREAMLINE, Coach Sherwin wants them to ready to pound on the weaker spots of the Angels. The key is to keep them guessing, as he says, magtinginan lang, mag-usap lang kayo, at kahit kanino, pwede yan. Both are just eager to put strategies into action and score some points. But with this, who takes this match on the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Now let's head back to the 5th set, Eric and Neil.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Right now, with such a short set, really, it's the first team to be more aggressive, be more consistent. Angels up by 1, 2-1 here in set number 5. Valdez. Carlos.
That's too wide for Tots Carlos. Not a lot of spin in that last hit. Although it was their go-to combination play that will give PETRO GAZZ an early 2-point lead here in the 5th.
Sherwin Meneses on your screens. Here's Remy Palma, her best game ever so far this conference with 10 points. Looking for her first ace today. She has a team-high 4 blocks. So they've been targeting Eliza Valdez on the serve. There's a block against Carlos. Atienza goes back to Tots. Blocked by Van Sickle. Valdez bounces it off the net. Cheng, Van Sickle, third try, dug by Atienza. Eliza, blocked again. This time it goes outside. Valdez now with 10 points.
That was a good set from Gemma Galanza. That's the type of set that Eliza Valdez wants. Ayaw niya yung masyadong sagad sa antena, and ayaw din niya yung masyadong mabilis. You have to give her the right amount of height and speed para makadiskarte din siya mid-air.
5 players in double digits now for the Cool Smashers, with Eliza picking up her 10th point. Van Sickle off the block. Side out Angels. 24 for Brooke Van Sickle.
Surprising substitution actually for Coach Sherwin Meneses, fielding in Lori Bernardo here in the 5th set, still pulled off the bench
and did not play against the HD Spikers. Almost an ace. Bernardo popping it up. Carlos with a nice save, but a chance ball here for the Angels. Van Sickle, what an angle. Atienza with a dig. Galanza back row, popped up by Sabete. Van Sickle drills that one in. Brooke Van Sickle now with 25.
That will force Coach Sherwin Meneses to call for a timeout. What a hit from Brooke Van Sickle, finding the seam in the middle of the block of Bernardo and Carlos.
Malayo pa yan.
Yes po.
Si Dakuro nandito. Sige, itras mo. Maure, be quick ha. Huwag yung basta iset. Stop set. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go! All in, Greenwood!
Coach Meneses looking to stop this run by the Angels. Right now up by 3 points. Lori Bernardo, let's see what she brings to the floor. Her first appearance for the Cool Smashers since their game against the Solar Spikers. Negrito sets it up for Tots. Again, Van Sickle is doing everything for the Angels. 26 points, 5, or make that 4 blocks already, tying the block output of Remy Palma.
Just enough hang time to get that block against Tots Carlos.
That's superhuman hang time for Brooke Van Sickle. Carlos was on the way down and she was still up there. But Tots Carlos answers right back with a side out.
No doubt whatsoever on the shoulders of Tots Carlos. Doesn't matter if she gets blocked. She knows that she can get the next point for her team.
13 for Tots. Three-point game. Great pass by Sabete. Van Sickle. Oh! 27 points for Brooke Van Sickle, matching her best output as she put up against the crossovers.
What else can we say dito kay Brooke Van Sickle? This is only her first season with the PETRO GAZZ Angels, an immediate MVP in the PNVF League, and now she's making waves here in the PVL.
Valdez picked up by Sabete. Pontillas on a 1-2 play. Eyes of Maizo. Pontillas with 13 points.
Now the PETRO GAZZ fans are alive here inside the venue as PETRO GAZZ takes a 5-point lead in our court switch.
What adjustments are going to be made, especially for the Cool Smashers, Neil? We're right now halfway point of fifth and final set.
First things first, they have to get that one stop in this rotation kasi malaki na yung 5 points in a race to 15. Next, you have to be able to guard or at least get good rebounds against the wing spikers of the PETRO GAZZ Angels. Kanina, hindi na nila nakakapa si Brooke Van Sickle. Now it's Jonas Sabete's turn to tally more points for PETRO GAZZ as they try to get the finishing touches here in our fifth set.
What's amazing about this lady, Brooke Van Sickle, the longer the match gets, the harder she hits the ball. Great serve. Van Sickle with a dig. Valdez. Cheng. Battle at the net. Pontillas. There's a dig by Negrito. Valdez again. Van Sickle. Third straight dig. Sabete looking for the kill. That time around, denied at the net.
That's the first point of CREAMLINE in that counter run. Bea De Leon just all over that Jonas Sabete hit.
De Leon with 12 points. And De Leon has a game-high 6 blocks. Timeout for Coach Koji Tsunorabara. His lead down to 4.
Good move! Defense, good move! After moving! Don't rush! More slowly, slowly!
Okay, let's go.
One catch!
Guys, more aggressive pa! More aggressive!
Move on!
Let's go! Let's go! Si Joy, huwag na kayo magpadalawa!
Don't go left!
One pass! One good pass! Hey! PETRO GAZZ! Angels!
Coach Koji Tsunorabara trying to avoid the Cool Smashers and prevent them from making a run here after getting a side out, calling a timeout to get the ball back. 4 serving 8. Valdez with 10, looking for her first ace. Pontillas tips it all the way to the back. Valdez with a dig. Gumabaw. Mafe Galanza is back in the game. Gumabaw to the middle. Van Sickle pops it up. Sabete hits it hard and scores. Jonas Sabete with 20.
Now it's time to go all out. You just need 6 points to close out CREAMLINE. CREAMLINE has had a lot of success in 5-setter matches.
Yep. They won an only 5-set match. They won it against the HD Spikers. And again, for those of you who are just tuning in, Angels, they played 2 5-setters and they lost twice. Bea De Leon, what a game for her today. 13 points. Bea De Leon, one of 5 players in double digits for the Cool Smashers.
Matches the production of Tots Carlos. It's not easy kasi hindi naman ganun kadami talaga yung naibibigay sa mga middle blockers compared sa wings.
Van Sickle to Cheng. Sabete looking for back-to-back points. That's popped up by Mafe Galanza. High set, one side to another. Pontillas return to sender. 1-2 play for Janelle Cheng. Mafe will send it over. Puntillas 1-2 play again. Quick reaction by Valdez, and the tip. Palma will score. Angels in double digits with 10.
Petro Gazz so aggressive at the net. See a lot of 1-2 plays from Maizo Puntillas, Remy Palma. Also getting that gift to go. Continue to add on to this lead, and they are really close to that 15-point mark.
Palma with 11. Substitution for Coach Chuzorabara. Cheng and Puntillas out. Saet, Pablo in. Saet and Pablo have not scored in the game. Galanza all the way to the back. Scores Galanza with 9.
And the never say die attitude of Juan Chema Galanza.
Saet too close to the net. And a point side out, goal smasher steal.
With Francisco lost that joust. CREAMLINE was already ready for the block. And she was underneath the ball.
That said, just too close to the net. As athletic as Brooke Van Sickle is, that was a difficult shot.
Brooke is in the front line, so that is good news for the Petro Gazz Angels.
They're only up by 1. Van Sickle. Overpass. Palma dumps it. Remy Palma with 12 points. Angels back up by 2.
Tense moments here inside the Santa Rosa Sports Complex.
2 hands for safety. Remy Palma, a deep captain.
Nanigurado na. Didn't go for a hit. Just went for that immediate power tip.
Sports director, Oliver Almatro. Behind Remy Palma, who sends it into the net.
Costly error for PETRO GAZZ. They still have a 1-point lead though, but the question is, can they get the next point against the strong servers of CREAMLINE?
2 aces already for Pangs Panaga. Good pass by Van Sickle. She gets it back. Brooke Van Sickle off the block. Brooke again. Outside, no, it's in. It's on the line. Brooke Van Sickle with a new conference high 28 points.
Lapit na natin sa 15-point mark, pero parang gapang to for PETRO GAZZ and CREAMLINE.
Dacoron, Cheng back in the game. A very tall front line here and a full front line as well. Pontillas, Van Sickle, and Dacoron in front. Cheng is serving. PETRO GAZZ 2 points away from beating the Cool Smashers. Tots Carlos says not yet. 15 points for Tots Carlos. Side out, Cool Smashers. It's back to a 1-point game.
Tots Carlos rising up to the occasion. Another clutch performance. And we have to take note that she wasn't a starter in the first 2 sets. But pagdating sa output, isa na siya sa mga leading scorers agad for the Cool Smashers. Brooke Van Sickle will try, but that sails outside.
Van Sickle is pretty sure there was a block touch. The call by Bobby Celso, the first referee, was outside. There's going to be a challenge for Coach Koji Tsusurabara. They were quick to react.
Brooke Van Sickle is sure that somebody touched that attack.
If the challenge is successful, that's going to be a 29th point of Brooke Van Sickle. And that'll put, more importantly, the Angels at match point.
If PETRO GAZZ gets to match point first, that will be the same situation.
Yeah.
Like yun sa game ng Signal. 14-12. So, kumbaga, now is the time to pull out all the stuff. You need to give 100% when you hit that ball. You have to hit it with intention. You have to hit it with power. And yes, there was a check ball on Bea de Leon.
Nobody trying to take advantage of the fair play here at this juncture. Successful challenge. 2 match points for Brooke Van Sickle. And the Angels timeout. Sherwin Meneses will listen to CREAMLINE.
Isipin lang natin nakapunta sa inyo. Paano? Pumasa, hingin ng bola. Yun lang ang gagawin. Okay, pag napunta sa kabila, alam niyo naman, may break kang panigurado. Let's go.
Palo na, palo! All in, Greenline!
Well, the Cool Smashers have been here, done that. Set number 3, down 2 set points. They came back with a 4-point run to win it. But this is a totally different story. This is 2 match points. A lot more pressure than 2 set points.
Siniglaan na lang ni Coach Sherwin yung timeout na yon. Simula tayo sa pasa, then kung sino man ang gustong makakuha ng puntos, just ask for the ball. You have Eliza Valdez in the front. Bea de Leon can go for that quick attack. Tots Carlos is also deadly in that back row attack. And as for the PETRO GAZZ Angels, they can try to win it with a defensive touch, but in transition, Janelle Cheng really needs to feed that ball to Brooke Van Sickle or Jonas Abete.
Valdez, 1 match point save. Valdez with 11 points.
It's the clutch queen in Eliza Valdez.
No timeout remaining for the Cool Smashers. Angels still with 1 timeout. Great pass by Barbon. Pontillas can put it away. She does! Aiza Pontillas delivers the killer blow. Pontillas with 14 points, and it's the first 5-set win for the Angels in the All-Filipino Conference, taking down the defending champions.
That is a huge win for the PETRO GAZZ Angels. Aiza Pontillas getting that final kill for the black shirts. Hats off to CREAMLINE as well for giving them a really good fight. The trio of Sabete, Aiza Pontillas, and Brooke Van Sickle just proved to be as steady as ever against the defending champions. And they will improve their win-loss card, and they will also boost their hopes to enter the semifinals.
5 players in double digits for the Cool Smashers, not enough to overcome the 29 points, the conference high of Brooke Van Sickle. As the Angels get their second straight win and the first win in 5 sets here in Santa Rosa City.
We already expected this from these two teams. The fans, sila talaga yung panalo dito. It went all the way, but for CREAMLINE, they have to go back to the drawing board to regroup for their succeeding games.
Only 4 players in double digits for the Angels, again led by Brooke Van Sickle with 29, 21 for Sabete, 14 for Pontillas, her 14th point, the winning point for the Angels. And Palma, team captain, with 12 points for the Angels, coming up with a big win here today.
There were a lot of notable players here in the game between PETRO GAZZ and the Cool Smashers, but the best player will be Brooke Van Sickle, and she's with Lexi right now for her interview. Go ahead, Lexi.
Thank you, Neil. Well, I am with the best player of the game, Brooke Van Sickle, with a conference high, as Eric said, of 29 points, 23 attacks, and 4 blocks. Brooke, congratulations to you and the rest of the PETRO GAZZ Angels. I know earlier you told me that you were feeling a bit, nervous, the butterflies that you were feeling, but how do you feel now that you finally grabbed this win against the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers?
It's surreal. CREAMLINE's an amazing team, and it was such a hard battle. I cannot believe what we just pulled off, and I'm shaking. I can't believe it. They did, it's an amazing team, and just to, bounce back, keep, it's coming towards the end of PVL, and just to be able to keep our standings and everything is so huge, and I'm extremely proud of my team, and how they fought and everything was amazing.
Now, it's good that you mentioned that how they fought was pretty much aggressive and all just straight to the point, but of course there were lapses in between the sets. What do you think what willed you to, have this fantastic and incredible performance?
Like Coach Koji keeps saying, we have the mindset as a team that we're contenders, I think. And that, we're the underdogs, and just to come out just firing, like, I feel like it's easier to play when you're, the underdog, and to just be able to play loose and not as much stress. So that was huge for us, for sure.
Truly a huge win for you guys, and here is you. Is there anyone you'd like to greet?
That's my boyfriend. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. He goes, oh, and my family. Love you guys. Thanks for always constantly supporting me, and all the fans in PVL. Like, you guys are amazing. You guys make this such an amazing opportunity, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
We're grateful to have you here, as well as you bring the great matches here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Feel better. Try not to shake it off, and believe it, because it's real. But then let's turn it back to you, Eric and Neil, to close this out.
All right, thank you. Lexi, congratulations. Brooke Van Sickle, what a performance. She keeps getting better and better each and every game.
We also have to highlight the 12 excellent digs and the 20 excellent receptions that she contributed for PETRO GAZZ.
From Santa Rosa, we go back to Pasig City on Tuesday. Phil Sports Arena, Farm Fresh Foxies, 4 p.m. against the next-led Chameleons. And at 6 p.m., the high-speed hitters take on Strong Group Athletics. Thanks to our director, Al Neri. For Lexi Rodriguez, my partner, Neil Torres, I'm Eric Tipan. Chargers winning in 3 in the first game. Flying Titans also winning in 3, but Myla Pablo and the rest of the Angels, led by Brooke Van Sickle's 29 points, win in 5 against the defending champions and go up to 6-2 in the standings of the All-Filipino Conference. of the PVL.